Maestro, fuck you. Fuck you. Don't worry. You. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck. Thank you.
Hey y'all, happy Sunday. Just wanted to give y'all a little bit of Millie Jackson and fuck you. Okay? Happy Sunday, you guys. I hope my sound is okay. I need to turn it down a little bit so you guys will let me know. Yes, victoriously. Yes, honey. Yes, victoriously, Shay. On a Sunday. Okay? Lord knows my heart. Ain't that what they say? Anyway, what's up, y'all? I hope you're having a great Sunday, and welcome to the Sassy Show, where we discuss, deliver, redirect deliciously entertaining, diverse perspectives. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Shocker King, what's going on? Hey, Taylor May, how's it going, honey? Yes, honey. Okay, fuck all these hoes. What's up, Black Swan Boo? You're not gonna ask who that song is for? It's for all the people that need a fuck you, girl. What's up, Joy? Hey again to Victoriously Shay. What's up, kind to me, Boo? Miss Cruiser. After rehearsals of that Too Perfect It to That Level, I would have been sick of that phrase. Yeah, right? You know they had to, baby, that was a hell of a rehearsal, wasn't it? But so apropos and so Millie Jackson style, so my style. So let's get into it. World news, good news, kinda, sorta. The Brittany Griner case is heating up. It only took 74 days, but it doesn't seem like it's been 2 years. So I don't know what it feels like to her. But not only is the NBA involved, which we already know, that's gonna be such a much bigger presence than the WNBA. So they are working very closely. Finally, the NBA is involved. Also, the U.S. government has classified her arrest as unjust. So then that puts her in another category. You know what I mean? So hopefully after 2 months in custody, the world is now paying more attention to the case. And with that classification of an unjust arrest, then now we may get into some situations where they're going to, prison trade, you know what I mean, trade out one of their prisoners for her prisoners. Or now it's getting politicized like it needed to be in the beginning. But, hey. So that's that on that. Who just walked into the room? What's up, Queen Diva? How you doing? Hey, Sheila E. What's going on? I can't believe she is still there. I know, but these things do take time. And like I said, it does seem like it's been forever, but 74 days, and then in the midst of a war. It was just the most horrible timing. They're notorious for doing this. So it was very strategic on their part, and they want somebody in return for her. So we'll see. So we're going to keep prayers out for Brittany, her wife, and both of their families. What is something else that was going on? I don't know what's going to go on with this trucker situation. It seems to be heating back up again. So I will give you guys more information as I get it. But the truckers are not happy. I still haven't gotten any word, like definitive word, about what is their issue, you know what I mean, in regards to, and what is the issue in regards to the food shortages. It's just weird. It's just really, it's really weird. I don't know what's going on. I just hope it doesn't, I'm going to say this, but I know, right? It's definitely something is looming in the air, right? We just don't know what it is, because this has been a long time with no explanation. What is Black Swan says? I'm more concerned about monkeypox. Who was patient 0? How many cases are in the U.S.? Exactly. I don't know. I read it, but there's no cases as of now in the U.S., and so I don't know. I don't know. In the past, before the pandemic, Ebola, monkeypox, mad cow, even though we were kidding about it last week, those type of things didn't overtake the U.S., but I don't know what's going to happen now. I don't know. So thank you for that, because I did read an article about monkeypox. So, child, we just got to pray and keep ourselves safe as much as we can. And it's something. My tablet is way across the room. It's something. I rarely read my notes. As long as I write it down, that I can remember. It was something that I'm forgetting that was in the news, and I just forgot about it. But it kind of was a slow week in the news, as far as I'm concerned. It really was. And I'm purposely not talking about the Republicans and their shenanigans, because I'm just gonna wait to midterms to see what's gonna really go on, and then of course, who are the Democrats? I don't think Joe Biden has another 4 years. Well, 6 years, but you know what I'm saying, 4 years. I don't think he has another 4 years in him. So who are they grooming? We need to start hearing about this person that you're grooming, honey. We need to get on, baby. We got to get with it, because child. The truckers are fighting forced vaccines of C-19 and boosters. They are not the problem. The government is. Why harm the supply chain? Baby form. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But They don't want to take the vaccine. That's. I mean, I didn't read that exactly. I mean, of course, there is going to be a percentage of them but that's up to them, right? And a lot of truckers are independent contractors, so they don't have to take the vaccine. But what is going on with the supply chain? It is something going on there that's like they're blaming it on the truckers, but something is going on there that I'm not understanding, and I haven't heard anybody talk about. And where the hell is Rachel Maddow? I need her to come back from sabbatical or wherever the hell she is. Sorry, I had to drink my coffee. It's a little too late for me to be drinking this coffee. I've been drinking coffee all morning. I need to let me get my water. But yeah, something is looming, and I don't know. I have no idea what that is, but we'll find out about both of them. They can't cross borders without vaccines. Well, Mexico don't care. So we're talking about Canada now. That's only a small percentage of truckers in the big picture of it, right? I'm talking about for us, right? In the United States, there are lots of truckers that don't cross borders. I mean, there's a lot that do. I'm not suggesting that, but I'm saying why is that affecting our supply chain? And there's that many of them that don't want to take the vaccine. Something ain't right. Something just ain't right. I don't know. We will see. And I don't know why I mean, it's a individual choice, of course, but wow. I mean, that's a lot of truckers. And some of these truckers, like I said, they are independent contractors, but then there's a lot of truckers that work for big companies, you know, and I'm sure they're being forced to take the vaccine. So it seems like those companies would be doing well right now. I don't know. It's something interesting going on, and that leads me to it's something very interesting going on with the amount of job openings that there are too, right? It's like people got used to not working in the pandemic. And let me not be flippant about it. I think the lower rung of the employees, the people that are forced to work for minimum wage, and I say forced because minimum wage should be better, but forced to work for minimum wage and stand on their feet or do hard labor or whatever, I think they were like, oh, after all these years, I don't have to do this. I can go do something else. You know? I don't have to work for minimum wage and be exposed and expose my entire family to something that may kill me. This is, of course, before the vaccine. Now you can just get terribly sick, you know? So, but I think I think all of this ties into something, you know? And it's very interesting. Okay, I read that. Companies aren't allowed to hire the unvaccinated. Look how the workforce. Yeah, you were typing and I was saying at the same time. But for people like me and like a lot of people I know, and like, I mean, I have one of my best friends is a high earning real estate agent. Nobody's forced her to take the vaccine. She took the vaccine because of the amount of people that she sees, but she wasn't forced to. And I wasn't forced to take the vaccine, but I work at home. So I don't know. It's something going on there that I just can't quite put my finger on. When did the vaccine start? Like a year ago, folks still? Yeah, it started almost a year ago. Well, a little over a year ago. Remember, I think Biden and Harris took it maybe like in February of last year. So a year now. I don't know. I mean, you know, I've had people say just because it was, I mean, the head game that Trump spent on those kind of people that's what I meant by spun on those people, along with people, minorities, you know, remembering things like, you know, Tuskegee and those type of things. They allow for all of these conspiracies, you know, which is fine, but I just don't see that. Like, it's 300 million people. Like, I mean, that doesn't seem, it seems like that would be a small percentage of people that would have an issue with this, so that therefore it would affect the supply chain. That's, I guess, what I'm saying. It just seems weird. At least 257 million people are that What? See what y'all are like rereading each other's minds. Yeah, we have 3 million people in the U.S. in the 300 million, excuse me, people in the U.S. 78%. If 78% of them have taken at least one dose, that does not equal supply chain issues. It just doesn't. What's up, pretty chocolate girl? It just doesn't. Something is going on. I don't know, y'all. We'll see. We'll see. Just pray for us. Pray for us. I was reading something about China too that kind of scared me. Like, they're slowly, they were hit pretty hard, even though they hid their numbers from the pandemic, but they're slowly coming back into society. But then they're having issues again too. So, child, I don't know. What's up, Miss T Velocity? Happy Sunday, honey. Child, I don't know. Well, let's hurry up before these other people come over here. I don't think they're coming because people are live, but let's talk about the sector a little bit in a responsible way, shall we? Oh my gosh, y'all. I was just saying last week that was a hell of a week, And then, not even 4 days later, Tracy goes to jail on live. Thank goodness she had muted, because Tracy seems to be the type to me, and I know she muted because she didn't want people to know her, because the officer's going to be saying your name and things like that. But because most people do know her name, I would have thought Tracy would have been the kind of person that wanted it for content and not, Thank you, pretty chocolate girl. Not no shade or anything. Tracy and I are fond of each other. Generally speaking, some of the stuff she does, I absolutely cannot stand. However, we're very fond of each other, but I'm just saying, I would have thought that she would have had it on live just for content, and to prove herself. So thank goodness she didn't. She had muted. Let's finish up this statement. Your cargo yards are backed up. The government is saying there are no drivers to pick up the cargo, which it doesn't make sense. They're feeding us a bunch of bull. It doesn't make sense. Truck drivers are some of the highest paid laborers. Okay, these people are making $150,000, $200,000 a year. They're not just gonna, it's not a low paying job, generally speaking. They're not gonna just stop. It does, something ain't right. Okay, Miss T. My friend is a truck down. His ass is home too much. Hey, Miss OES. Hey, honey. They are full of shit. They're hiding something from us, but they all hide. Every administration hides something. This one just is really piquing my interest because we cannot have simple supply chain issues. Something else is going on. I don't know, y'all. Well, and the jacked up thing about it is because they run everything, right? I mean, we have freedom of press, but they spin narratives and run the press like any other country. And I just feel like we're not going to find out until it's too late, So that's the thing, It will bring the money for the tea. Oh, you think when she comes back? Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that. I forgot that is how the sector works. So that's a good thing. But let's talk about, because she's not back. So what were you guys' thoughts? Were you not just, I was like, what? And let me tell y'all, the funny thing is that I was catching this in real time. A lot of this stuff I don't catch in real time. So I'll set up the scenario for you guys. For whatever reason, hi Sly Jones. For whatever reason, a lot of people were live, right? What's up, big man? Hey, I saw your commentary yesterday on Tracy. It was freaking excellent, big man. It was excellent. Okay, so a lot of people were live, and the two people that I mod for were live. So I was kind of going back and forth with them, but I was also doing other stuff, in my home life. So I really wasn't overly engaged with them either. And then Tracy went live, and I got the notification, and I had heard some rumblings of her being upset about Jason and something, but I really didn't know what was going on, Then Tracy went live. I forgot that Tracy had gone live. because I was doing other stuff and modding into chats, kind of, sort of, like I said, just kind of, doing my own thing. And then I went back to Tracy's live, like, oh, I forgot Tracy was live. Let me try to figure out what all this shenanigans is about. When I clicked onto Tracy, she was talking to the police, meaning over the phone. And at that time, I did have like this kind of ominous feeling, I ain't gonna lie, because I felt like Tracy was over talking. This was just my feeling at the time, like giggling, laughing, being her when she's in her jovial self, but it was something about it that I felt like, girl, we're talking to the police, like we need to be a little bit more serious about, and very strategic and direct, and then I heard her say, I heard the officer, the attending officer that answered the phone say, would you like someone to come to your house? And I was like, and she said yes, and I was like, no, you don't want the motherfuckers coming to your house for what? You can just you can do that over the phone, and then they can just call you. I don't want y'all coming. I don't like being in the presence of police officers unless unless it's like I'm in danger. And I don't have anything against police officers. I just don't like it. I was walking. Was it this morning or yesterday morning? I was walking, just taking a stroll, and the police officer like pulled up, kind of, sort of, but he was like probably finishing up a report or something. I was like, bitch, what you want? I'd be like, So when I heard her say, yeah, please have them come over. So in my head, I'm thinking, well, it'll be 2 or 3, 4 days before they come over. You know what I'm saying? Like this, she's not in danger. Why would they just? And she lives in a really big city. So I switch off of her, and I go back to doing what I'm doing and the other people's chats. So then, I wasn't really engaged in those other 2 chats. I go back to Tracy. This must be like, if I had to guess, 45 minutes, an hour later. I'm like, oh, she's still alive. I promise you, as soon as I clicked back on her, she was talking for like 2 minutes. And then she said, oh, hold on, you guys, that's them. And I said to myself, oh, okay. So she put everybody on mute. So then I leave again because I say to myself, well, they're going to be a minute, and I'll catch her when she comes back to tell us what they said or whatever. Then, I had that feeling in the beginning. When I came back, I was like, okay, whatever, no big deal. Child, didn't think about, I did go back to Tracy's. I have to remember. I did go back to Tracy's again. I don't know. Now maybe it's 30 minutes later. And I'm reading the chat, and it seems like people are like wondering. No, it's like she stopped the live, but they didn't know what was going on. That's what I could read in the chat. You know how if you stop the live and people still typing in your chat, you can still see it or something? So that's what I think I remember. Something along those lines where they were just kind of like, okay. So I was like, I don't know what happened. Didn't think anything about it. Then I guess, hours go past. And then that's when the word starts coming out that she's, been arrested. And I didn't believe it. I was like, child, these people will say anything. Like, why would they arrest her? Well, I'll be damned. Let me read some comments and then we'll continue on. Black Swan says, Tracy has done the exact same thing to complete strangers. I do not wish for anyone to have their real life touched, but Tracy is a shooter and shooters get shot eventually. I absolutely agree. Taylor is laughing. I'm not sure what we said. Yes, unless they come to protect and serve, they are not invited to my home. Yeah, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I just protect and serve, and I'm proponent of good policing. But honey, I don't need it. Don't come to my house for Hey KK, Black Swan says, I'm curious to know what mental illness Tracy suffers from, because all of what happened shows mental instability. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to go as far as say mental instability, but I appreciate your opinion. I do think that it shows flippancy. Is that a word? Being very flippant. I do think that it shows, what is that word? Because I have that. What is the word? Desensitized, flippant, unaware, naive. A lot of naivety there. Because now in hindsight, I heard that the reason why she was in such a rage is because Jason had done a live to tell her that she has a warrant for her arrest and the police officers were knocking at the door. Now, this is my thing. And the police officers did knock at her door earlier. So, and I think I heard Kwani say this. She just jumped to the conclusion that he was bullshitting, which is kind of fair. But like I said, it's also flippant, But when they knocked on your door and you didn't answer, then you go live to call them, to tell them to come back to your door. In the meantime, in between time, I'm calling them hoes to see if I got a warrant. Because is this motherfucker for real this time? Because they just knocked on my door, a couple of hours ago. Now, I get it that the history of him and her, she's because when I hear her on the phone with the police officer, when she was filing the report, she says he keeps putting wellness checks on me. So I get the thought process. He's done this before. We keep doing this. This is so funny. Right. You were typing, I was saying it. It's all hot air. Your name was a tongue twister for me this morning. So I get that. Yes, I get it because he had done that before. But if I was dealing with these type of people, I don't know. I think I would just have to be a little bit more or a lot bit more strategic. Also, when she was talking to the reporting officer, she was saying things like, and I'm paraphrasing, okay? But this is what I got out of it. She was saying things like, or maybe it wasn't to the officer, maybe it was to her chat. But she was saying things like, I'm just not going to put up with this anymore. I'm not going to keep looking over my shoulder. She didn't say anything about leaving her house, but to me it was insinuation of I'm going to be okay and comfortable leaving my house. So that's the spirit that she was in. Like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna hit this shit head on. I'm not going to be afraid anymore. I'm not going to let this stifle me. I'm going to call back on him and we're going to get this shit taken care of. Like, that's the energy that I got. So I'm like, oh shit, like maybe she has been, because I always tell y'all, like, this is where I would have been in my head if I was in that situation, and then it's been rumored that she's showing signs of depression because she doesn't want to come on camera anymore, doesn't want to show herself. And to me that's understandable. Yes, she did say thank you. She said, I'm going to enjoy my summer. An insinuation to me that I have been dealing with this fear for way too long, So it's, oh Lord, hold on. Tracy is so lucky that them cops didn't bust down the door, shot first, and ask what. Yeah, I mean, I get the sentiment, but for this particular conversation, that's probably not going to happen for a misdemeanor and for a non-violent crime. So I get it, and I get the Sandra Bland and all of those kind of things, but that's just that this probably not exactly possible for this particular reference. What's up, Vibrant Love? Upside down smiley face. You said something. Damn, what did you say? Oh, okay. I'll remember it. That was about another topic, but you were so on point. She was going to file. Yeah, that's what I said before you came in, that she was calling to file a report on him, and like me and Miss Cruiser are saying, because she was, she was saying, hey, listen, I'm tired of this, but she never thought to call to see if the warrant was real. And that's very unfortunate, because had she had that moment of clarity within the moments of pure chaos in her head. This is, to me, it was pure chaos in her head. Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I'm going to go back through this again. People knocking on my door. You know, maybe she's thinking like my girl, Black Swan, you know, sometime one of these times I'm not going to be so lucky. You know, what's up, Catherine? And she's leading with fear, which is always like, it can lead to things like this, right? You definitely have to calm your nerves and say, okay. And you have to have somebody that is logical to speak with as well. And everybody is not logical, you know, they're just not, you know. I mean, I know some people I could have called about this and they would have been like, what's the big deal? And you know, and you'd be like, okay, you know, click, let me call somebody else, you know. But thinking logically, it's like, well, shit, did this motherfucker do it this time? You know, it's not going to hurt for me to call somebody. And you don't even have to call. You can call the police and block out your number. You can call a bail bondsman. You can call a whole bunch of people to see if you got a warrant, you know. But it just didn't cross her mind, you know. And so that's very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Jason knows the words to use because this outcome was very fortunate for Tracy. Yeah, but he said he's been calling for a long time, and people keep saying that you know, all these other narratives, but he said he's been working on this for a long time. So we'll get into that because anybody can do what he was doing. I just don't think people are that invested to do what he was doing, you know. And then a whole bunch of people came out and said they got shit on her, but it hasn't gone anywhere. It's sat dormant because you have to call, you know. So it's just, and this is what Vitamin is saying for years. KK is saying, New Mexico harassed all these CCs on a daily basis. He should be locked up. Well, they'll have to do what he was doing. They'll have to call. They'll have to show proof. They will. I mean, it's not just as easy as somebody's harassing you on the internet, you know. You have to show proof, and you have to really, really call. And for the police, they're going to have to think, wow, this person could possibly harm or hurt you, you know, and we don't want that on us. We don't want there to have been 15 phone calls to us and we didn't stop it, you know. So there has to be that type of urgency as well. And I think a lot of these people are just on doing this kind of stuff for play. They don't really want the person to lose their job or to lose their kids or to go to jail. They're just doing it for content, you know, for the moment, and then they move on. Well, he doesn't move on. If he gets, you know, laser focused, then that's what it's going to be, you know. So it's very interesting. Dee Dee and Chopper have both stated that they have complaints. Yeah, Dee Dee, Chopper, Mona said she's going to call the judge or something. Who else did I hear? Somebody else. So I was like, dang, okay. Langston says, any single black woman should be deathly afraid when police knock on their door late at night, regardless of the severity of the alleged crime. Yeah, I mean, I would be, but it was, you know, wasn't late at night, but I do get your point. But again, that's why I would have called the police to be asking them, why are you knocking at my door? Then they can tell me because you have an outstanding warrant. You see, I'm not going to call them to come to my house. That was my point. I did not know that he was still fucking with her. But I don't really follow that. I tune out to that. I tune out to that stuff. So I didn't really know that either until, you know, it happened. But, you know. All Tracy had to do was stop playing with him. She allowed this to happen. Remember, Tracy spent hours calling the cops, CPS, landlords, and schools. Ain't no fun. And that is going to be the sentiment. I mean, so let me just give you a little bit of history on me and Tracy real quick. Tracy should do a counter complaint on him and let the police see. Well, okay. I mean, I don't know if she has that, if she's as meticulous as he is. I mean, does she have that type of file on him? You know, some of that stuff could be gone. He got iBabe and Kwani too, but he had trouble getting Tracy until now, if it was him. Yeah. But, so a little bit, because this brought me to this, this comment brought me to this memory. So a little bit about me and Tracy. When I first came into the sector, Tracy was not the nicest person. So I just stayed away from Tracy. I didn't have no beef. Obviously, I didn't have no beef with her because y'all know I'm a scary hoe. Didn't have no beef with her. Just stayed out of her way. And that was that. Didn't even think about it. Didn't go to her channel. Didn't watch her. Well, I kind of watched her every now and then, like I do other people. But I wasn't a presence in her channel. So then, when her and Sir King fell out, somebody sent me a clip and said, Tracy's talking about you. And I was like, oh shit, what the fuck did I, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh shit. So I listened to the clip and it was the nicest shit. She was like, I don't know who this girl is, but she's so cute and she's so nice and she's so funny and I just really like her. And I was like, okay, thank you, but I'm scared. I'm scared, girl. So I was like, okay. Then they sent me another clip, and she was saying something nice again. Then they sent me another clip, and then she was saying something nice again. And then she goes, well, I don't think she likes me because she doesn't come over here and she doesn't drop down, but it's okay. I like her. I like you, babes. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I didn't know what to do with it. I was afraid. I was like, I don't know. And she was just so nice to me. And so I said, well, she definitely has some type of discernment, She's not just like raging because I'm, on iBabe's panel or Sir King's panel. She's like seeing me as an individual. I have to give some credit to that, And then she got her channel taken. And then, in my opinion, she came back a lot more humble. And that's when I started dropping down in Tracy's chat and being very virtually cordial to her and us, always speaking to each other. So I don't want to pretend like I don't know some of the stuff that Tracy has done. I don't know everything, but some of it, and she knows this. I will not drop down. I don't even talk about it. I think it's disturbing, and it's unfortunate. But I do think that karma is real, and unfortunately, for some of these people, it's real life, and for some people, it's surface real life. Meaning, what is what I mean? Like Tracy calling CPS and people's jobs and the police, to me, is an act of sorts. She didn't quite understand that, Tracy, this is real life. You're touching these people in real life. You may not want to do this. And what happens with the universe, i.e. the Holy Spirit, is while you're being surface, you're fucking with somebody on the surface, they will reach you in your spirit. So you have to be careful when you do these things that are not justified to hurt someone's feelings or to upset them. And then now you have a warrant for your arrest. And I just cannot imagine calling the police and then they locking your ass up. So let's get into that. Let me read some of these comments, and then let's get to the point where she's arrested, and now what, right? That man has been messing with many black women in the sector. Not sure about the men, but quite a few black women. He's like a gnat. It was said that Tracy is the fourth person that he has filed a report on. Oh, okay. Tracy is no worse than a lot of others in these sectors. Yeah, I don't like to use that excuse, but I definitely understand the sentiment. Some of these people, they're receiving their karma in real fucking time. So, if there is some type of bar or level as worse than or equal to, you guys are receiving your karma in real time, and I just don't see how that's entertainment, and I don't see how it's fun. Now, don't get me wrong, outside looking in, this is a real life documentary. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Tracy thinks sitting in jail right now is entertainment. And I don't think those people that you called their CPS on them and doxed them, I don't think they thought that was entertainment, Tracy. Vibrant Low, you're a loser. That troll you were protecting was wanted and now is incarcerated. You talking about Tracy? Winsome, you always coming with some kind of heat. What in the heck? I love me some Tracy Cakes. I don't watch when she gets into her bag of tricks, calling cops, etc. But is she the worst person over here? See, you guys love to play that game. Is she the worst person? What's up, Winsome? Is she the worst person over here? You guys love that. So let's go there then. And remind me where I stopped off. I want to start back on the point of her getting arrested. Is she the worst person over here? No. I mean, I don't know what that even means. Is she the worst person over here? And I'm just picking on all my boo things because they can take it. Is she the worst person over here? Has she done some horrific things to people and have some other people over here done some horrific, diabolical, malicious shit to people? Yeah. So I don't get the whole worse than and all that. I mean, it's like y'all are saying like there's 2 axe murderers and one of them killed 3 people and one of them killed 5 people. I don't be getting that stuff. I don't get that. They need to stop the bullshit. A person has lost their job. I mean, in that other sector, a person lost their kids. People over here have lost their husbands, lost their wives. Nobody ever fucking talks about that. These women over here losing their husbands left and right over YouTube. And they ain't did, you know what I'm saying? They're not even content creators, perhaps, or maybe they're smaller content creators. I mean, the shit is wild. The shit is wild. So I don't know. I don't know about worse than or better than and all that. Everyone who has gone down at the hands of the racists played with him initially and went after other black people with him. I hope people really learn this time. That's another good point that I don't know if it's true or not, but people are saying that, right? So you guys, we're not going to talk about race. We're not going to even make this about race. We're just not, it's not a racial thing. He happens to be white, she happens to be black, but we saw her emails to the white man, as y'all like to call people, where they were working together. And she's not the only person. And y'all know I don't bring up people unless it's some content to be bringing them up. But it's a long list of people. Because he's obviously he's good at what he does when he wants to do it. And they want his help. So now it's a problem that he's white. It wasn't a problem when they were doing it on the flip side. Good morning, Joanna. I missed... Oh, shoots. Y'all been talking. Sorry about that. Tracy has done a lot. I find it odd that when black women fights against people by herself, she's deemed to be crazy and well deserving of attacks and jail. Not sure I understand that, KK. She's deemed to be crazy and well deserving of attacks. But you do agree that Tracy has done a lot. However, you're saying, I find it odd when a black woman fights back. Okay, so you believe that Tracy is just in a position to fighting back. Well, I don't believe that to be true. I think that I like what it was that Vibrant or Black Swan said, when she gets in her bag. Okay, when Tracy gets in her bag, there are people that she just wants to fall out on. Just had to say that. I was telling Tree what Jason did. Okay, honey. Okay. What did Billie Jean do to him for him to call her job? Yeah, I matter of fact, I heard that he said she didn't do anything to him. I heard that he said that she didn't do anything to him. So it's just, listen, people, for whatever reason, they get in their bag about these people, and this is what they want to do. Okay. This is so crazy that she was calling the cops on her live Friday night. I know. What's up, Yusef? Literally said in my spirit, check to see if Sassy is live. And yes! Hey, Yusef, boo. Oh, I remember you now. You were mad because you were timed out and then blocked. Tracy didn't want to hear it, period. Oh, okay. That's why she's upset. All right, honey. Who is the worst? I don't know. I don't know who is the worst. There's no, and this is the statement of the day. You can put it however you want to put it. There is no honor among thieves. Roll around in a pig's pen, you're gonna get dirty. Excuse me, y'all. All of those sayings. I mean, it is what it is. It just is what it is, and it's sad. And that's what I'm saying. I can't think of one example where somebody is totally innocent, minus V. Lenore, but that was lightweight. Well, that wasn't lightweight. Let me not say that. Minus, as of late, minus V. Lenore, you know. But I can't, but this hardcore shit, which I keep correcting myself because doxing is hardcore. And it was nobody's business that was her business unless she wanted us to know her business. But nevertheless, minus her, I can't think of any of these characters that were innocent. I mean, they were playing in the pig pen. It just is what it is. Now, I do want to get on. You stupid. What Rolex do? Look what happened. Okay, somebody was trying to tell me, because I'm not over there like that. Did he have to resign? And what type of job did he have again? Right, probably bad choice of words. Just stop the bullshit. Keep it on YouTube. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, that's just the bottom line kind of me. Just keep it on YouTube. Damn, but it's too late. The cat is out of the bag. This is how they play. It's too late. It's too late. Tracy isn't perfect, but being jailed or losing a job, too extreme in my opinion. Well, this is the thing. It is extreme, but so is calling CPS. That is fucking extreme. Damn, that's bad. That's fucking bad. Like, are you kidding me? You can't do stuff like that. That's what I'm saying about this. Somebody thinks they're just surface level. Oh, you know, this is going to be good for content. Oh, okay. And then you end up in jail. Play with fire, get burnt. Keep them going. What's up, boo thing, GG? Hi, Nick. And hello, Sassy. I don't believe that she should be rather cute because people have came to her job and where she live and talked about her not having children. You kind of messed up on that, so I'm not really sure what you were saying. I think the gist of it is that people have come to her job, they know where she lives, they talk about her not having, yes, that, yeah, we get that. Well, that's what we're saying. People have been vicious towards her and she has been vicious towards people. Now, what is it, the chicken and the egg? You know, which happened first? I don't know. I wasn't here. I don't know. But like I have to keep reiterating, Tracy has never been nothing but kind and extremely gracious to me. So I'm hoping that I'm talking about the situation with the same latitude that she has given me. Right, Catherine. Ghetto had a good job. Per beef sector standards, now it's gone over YouTube. Yeah, can y'all tell me what his job was? Bad behavior is bad behavior, and sometimes it catch you. Others are worse. It's not a defense. Yeah, it's just not a defense at all. It's just not. New Mexico docs arrested and channels deleted when they don't respond to him. Oh, okay. What's up, girl? Was Tracy responding to me with her attacks, or was she the aggressor? Oh yeah, were you here? I just said you're exempt. I don't even want to talk about that. You're exempt. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying. Well, wait. Well, no, I had to know V. Lenore was, you know, I didn't know where all that angst came from, quite honestly. I did not get it at all. I did not understand it at fucking all. Vibrant low, no, I wasn't blocked. Okay, y'all, I don't care, y'all. Miss Cruiser, right, and nor should it be. However, I feel causing people to lose a job, children in jail is a bit much, especially if said person is guilty of the same offense. Yeah, we all agree on that, but we have to all agree too, regardless of who we like, that, again, like I said, you know, as of late, minus V. Lenore, I don't know what the fuck she was doing, but just having a show and entertaining the people. I'm not sure what she did to deserve all of this. I guess, you know, her association, but that's fucked up. But minus her as of late, I'm sure there's been some others that I can't remember in the past. All of these people that have been hit, they're in it, they're all doing fucked up shit. Winsome, why are you being, we're not ugly over here, Winsome. Why you just chill out. We're just chit-chatting. Damn. Yeah, Karma gonna come back and get that ass. It just is. Well, okay, that can be your thought process. That's fine. Diva Tom Boyish called his job, the mayor's job, Jay Wilson's job, and Clyde Diva's apartment complex manager. Oh my goodness gracious. What kind of job did he have, y'all? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Hey, Kimberly Black, honey. When you play grown-up games, you will get grown-up jail time. Okay? One thing I am happy about is that it's a misdemeanor, because, girl, Robert Lowe, but isn't that her ammo in hopes that folk lose their children, job, go to jail? Wasn't that what she did? That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's a surface level for her, thinking, oh, this is just content, or I'm going to get up under your skin, because I don't think anybody has ever gone to jail, lose their children, or lost their job from her words. So maybe she thinks it's all a kiki, you know? But it's not a kiki for the other person that's happening to. You know? Ghetto Intellect had a 6-figure job at Kean University as the financial aid. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. How did he lose his job? I don't want to get on him because I don't really know him, but how did he lose his job? She had that type of dirt on him. And why are you on here with that kind of bullshit and you got that kind of job that's supporting? You're a man supporting your family. I don't think anybody should be doing, like I told y'all. I can name a few women that have lost their husbands on here with the bullshit. I'm not losing my husband or my job over this bullshit. It has to be a lesson. I mean, it is a lesson. Now, if people are going to heed the message, that's up to them. But it's most definitely a lesson, you know? Other CCs have called CPS, which is wrong. Trissy just did it online. Exactly. The other ones are hiding it. But you know what? The only difference with them is sometimes when you hide the bad shit you do, your karma will be hidden as well. But believe me, they're getting their fucking karma. You don't call CPS on people's kids. You just don't do that. You have to, it really needs to be an issue before you do that. Y'all understand what I'm saying, and I shouldn't have to like spell it out. Obviously, there's a time and place to call CPS. Posting the underage children, calling CPS or cops, and calling people's jobs is way out of bounds. This kind of uncouth behavior will make people vengeful towards the aggressor. It most definitely will. It most definitely will. It most definitely will. Wow, how did he lose his job? I don't know. What's up, Jen Jen? Miss Cruiser, I don't know Tracy well enough to speak for her, but many of her followers, including me, did not approve of this. Yeah, we were, I mean, that go, you know, I don't know if that goes for other people or not, but I know for me, I have to give, you know, not a caveat. What's it called? I have to give a disclaimer. Like, I like you, girl, but that fuck shit you be on, I can't get down with that. Because I don't want it to be ever misunderstood or mistaken that I'm down for that fuck shit. I'm just 100% disagree with that. But, you know, I do know that this is virtual and she's not my friend. You know, she's not my friend in real life. So, you know, that's how I separate the two. So Sassy, sorry, but this is the first time I've seen VL Vibin in your chat. Oh, yeah, Vibin Lila's here all the time. All the time, Winston. All the time. That's right. All we can do is just, you know, we can just say our piece and, you know, and that's it. And if it gets to be too much, then you can unsubscribe or, you know what I mean? You do what you're going to do, you know? I know, girl. Just, I don't know what's Winston's problem. Where in the state of Illinois it could have happened? I live here. I'm not sure. I apologize. I'm not sure what you were saying. I hope people see and adhere to the letter. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. The problem is when you reach into people's real life, they have something to lose. Their reactions can't be predicted. Exactly. Hashtag postal. It cannot be predicted. Diva Tomboyish was the reason Ghetto Intellect had to resign. Diva called the Philadelphia Cancer Society, claiming that GI collected $100,000 in their name. And what? How does she know all of that information about him? I don't know. That's really... Hey, ASMR. I'm guilty of rooting for the villain to win. However, she's not strategic or quick-witted to be in this sector. Oh, interesting. But she's definitely in this sector. But that's interesting. But you root for the villain. Okay. Well, thank you for that honesty. I appreciate that. Brabham Lil, I know very well. Oh, so well. Oh, y'all talking about something. Diva called Interlock's job claiming he smoked weed while at work. Damn. So he can't, because he's financial aid and all that. And then what they do, test him and he had it in his system. So you got to keep that shit in your car. You got to keep that when you have them kind of jobs. You gotta go into work every day. You gotta keep that shit in your car so your pee will be clean. I ain't had to do that in a long time. Vibrant Low, it's good to know that you weren't always in agreement. No. I mean, just like that would be the same as us saying that you're always in agreement with 5. That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense at all. So no, I don't understand why people think that. No, I'm never. I mean, that's idiotic and very basic. You know, I try not to do. I can't do the basics of it all. You know. Now if you ever catch me dropping down in somebody's chat when they're doxing or talking about calling CPS or talking about kids, you know, then you can call me out on it. But you know, and sometimes I do see y'all, or I hear about y'all. I can't see it because I ain't there, but people have a way of defending, you know, what they want to defend. I don't. I just straight out tell it. Like, I like me some Kwani, but first thing, almost the second thing I said to Kwani, I like you, girl, but when you be getting in your bag, I'm just gonna call it getting in your bag. I don't like that shit. I just have to make it known so we don't have no misunderstandings. You understand what I'm saying? KK, I must admit I enjoyed the mess that goes on in the beef sector. This has made me take a look at myself for being a part of the rah rah rah. Girl, we've been. That's why I said, KK, you on crack. We on crack, girl. We on crack. That's what I was saying. If you don't take a look at yourself and see why you enjoy this stuff, then you like the heaviest of crackheads. Hold on, y'all. And I must admit that, like, subbies, you guys are like just smoking primos. I mean, there are some subbies that get out of hand, but most subbies are just listening. You know what I'm saying? It's like watching a show. You know, panelists, they take it to another level because now people can hear your voice. Now they can possibly see you. Most are avatars nowadays. But that's to another level. When you start clicking these links and got a whole fucking show, bitch, you a whole full-out crackhead. Especially when you have anchored yourself in the beef sector, and people like me and V. Lenora can fool ourselves into thinking that they're not in the beef sector, but you can get a rude awakening, okay? Because most of your subscribers are from the beef sector, and it just is what it is. So I literally have been talking since the beginning of the year, how in the fuck am I going to get off this goddamn gone crack? Okay? It is what it is. It just is what it is. I am surprised that Heatwave and Paulette has not bailed her out. Let's get to that. Let's get to that. Because there's some misconceptions. First of all, Heatwave and Paulette don't live in San Antonio or Bexar County, right? They don't. That's number 1, 2, and 3. Number 4 is, does Tracy have family? And I'm not being flippant right now. I heard her talk about her sister, but the way she talked about it was me like they weren't, like, they don't see each other all the time. Or was it a brother or something like that? So I don't. And then, like, somebody made a good point and said that when Tracy first came on here, she would be going to Papados with her girlfriends, and she would go out and all of that. But I haven't heard that from Tracy in 18 months of her going out, going to dinner, being with friends. So I don't know if Tracy has become a recluse, you know. I don't know if this situation really put her in some type of depression, you know, that she may have not been fully aware of, you know, because depression can kind of sneak up on you. The pandemic put a lot of people in situations, you know, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So I don't think that it is Heatwave and Paulette Waters' job to bail Tracy out. However, I do think that perhaps if they were at least in the same county, they would try. But, you know, but they're not. So they can't do that. Y'all just think they got $1,500 for a content creator that they don't really know? I think that's unreasonable, but I get the sentiment. Ghetto Intellect told the sector that the $100,000 was for cancer research. No one could confirm the $100,000. It seemed to go down. That's just dumb. Agreed. That's how I feel about Kwani and Tracy. Yep. Vibrant Little, I understand. However, make sure the good outweighs the bad. Well, that's just a guess. You never know. Y'all all are gonna say that about the person that y'all like. It's just a guess, because you don't know. Nobody knows. I mean, unless you know them, but you don't know them. You only know what they show you. Yes, very much so, guilty pleasure. But I don't feel guilty about it. I just want to stop it. Like, it's like I'm happy that I smoke crack, but I just tired of smoking crack. You know what I'm saying? Some of the most outrageous people in this particular sector have wasted their potential. I have witnessed for myself some very shining moments, however short-lived, unfortunately. Yeah. Jay Wilson should offer to bail her out. Why, Langston? Why should Jay Wilson offer to bail Tracy out? Why is that his responsibility? And Jay Wilson has said, let me get my Jay Wilson voice. Well, I texted Tracy last night, and she didn't respond back to me. And nobody has not called me. And so I guess that means that they don't need me. Now, if they call me and they tell me that I'm needed, then I'll figure it out at that point. But as of now, I'm just going to stay out of it because nobody has reached out. And I'm just going to stay put. Okay? That's what Jay Wilson said. So y'all need to stop it. Y'all need to stop it. Child, why people think that's their responsibility? I love Tracy and all, but I wouldn't put that on them. No, it's just, that baby, she has to see a judge before she. No, that's not true. She don't have to see a judge before she can get bailed out. No, that's not true at all. Once the bond is there, she could have got out in 3 hours if somebody was there to post the bond. That's just how that works. Just in case, you were unaware of that. She does not have to see a judge. She has to see a judge if nobody's going to pay that bond. Yeah. Tracy got into a fight with her family at her mom's funeral. It appears that she doesn't have any. Oh, God, that's sad. Damn, that's sad. It's probably one of the reasons why she acts out. And just remember that, you guys, to all these CCs that act out like that, it's from hurt. Either childhood trauma, pain, hurt. It's just not like they're just, like every single, I only hurt people who come after me. That's not true. Y'all can look at y'all favorites and look and see that they lash out at people and I'm assuming that it's because of some type of hurt. Dang, I be forgetting about the funeral thing. That kind of happened right before I started really paying attention over here. The fake pastor was about that life. He would have been aiding Tracy just being the good Well, this is the thing. And I was, making a little light of Jay Wilson. But this is the thing. I wouldn't sign my name to a bond for somebody that I don't actually know. You understand? So people keep mixing up the two. Okay, money is one thing. But signing your name to a bond is a whole nother thing. Do I think Tracy would probably show up in court and do what she's supposed to do? I do. But that's for your family, your boyfriend, your people to take on that responsibility, not for somebody online, who doesn't really know you. That's not their responsibility. And it's a lot to ask. Jay Wilson is in the same town and said that Tracy, I know, I just said that. But how you think how's she supposed to call him, Catherine? Oh, I forgot you were Jay Wilson. Okay, anyway. Girl, read in between the lines. Come on, how is she supposed to call him? Come on now. He's saying that to say, trying to be, like, why is y'all putting me in the middle of this? I'm not about to put my name on no bond. And if he does, he has to talk to his partner. He has to think it out. Like, it's not just some easy, like, let me just put my name on a bond. You know what I mean? It's a lot. If it's outside of the county, the fee is higher. Yeah, it is. Exactly. The CCs expect their subscribers to finance their lifestyle, dogs, mortgage. Fuck that. Well, I hope. Let me put my cash up. Y'all buy me lunch every now and then. So maybe somebody want to buy me lunch. Where am I at? It's out. Yep. Christopher W. tried to bail her out, but he found out the total amount was needed was $1,500. That's the rice his rent. He only paying $500 for rent. And Christopher W. dropped down in Brianna's chat talking about he tried to pay the bill, but they wanted $1,500 for some reason. I'm sorry, Christopher. I don't believe that. But if you did, shout out to you. The first step is to admit that you have... Exactly, Yusef. Exactly. You know, me and Yusef have a food addiction. Okay? You know, he has a weed addiction. I have a wine addiction. And Yusef really doesn't smoke crack. He really doesn't. And if he does, he tries to hide it. You know? Which I like. I can respect. Me, on the other hand, child. So a lot of folk have screenshot up, and 11, and one I saw gave magistrate release date. Yeah. Meaning she had seen the magistrate, but they released her ass to jail. That's what they did. Hi, Lexi. Now Jay Wilson sounding like the great Dr. Martin Luther King. That's how he sounds like. He's from South Carolina to me. He sounds like he's from South Carolina. You know, like everything is, all my words are very, very precise and a little bit more slower than most. Okay, I like to put an emphasis on it. Okay, it's only 10%. There is 24 hours, like Sassy said. They must have had. Yeah. Everybody should know that by now, y'all. Watching the beef sector for me is pure observation of behaviors and the evaluations of. Yeah, you do a good job. You do an excellent job. You do a good job. I'm gonna say, yeah. You don't know if you even smoke primos. You might snort a line or two every now and then, but you do an excellent job. Jay Wilson contacted Tracy. No, right? I was like, that was so slick. I loved it though. It was such a. It wasn't even passive aggressive. It was an eloquent response to what the fuck y'all want me to do? Shit. I thought it was a clever response, and I understood it. It's just a little light kikiing. You know what I mean? I get it. It's not his responsibility. It's just silly. Jay Wilson said he gotta leave it in the Lord's hands, honey. Okay, baby, I'll pray for you, baby. I'll pray for you, Tracy. Shit, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sign no bond now, girl. That's what I don't even think Jay Wilson has the type of personality to do that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, some people are just very, very you know, those people, they always think of the worst that could happen. Jay Wilson seems to be very like that to me, you know? Like, he's just very, like, it's not that he doesn't want to do it, but it just, I don't know. And then, let me say, he did say that if he does do it, y'all wouldn't know about it. He would just do it, and Tracy would get out, and then y'all could, you know. So there is still some hope. Like, he may be, like, after a few days, if she's not out, he may, the Lord may put it upon his spirit to say, okay, go on and get the girl out. It ain't but $150, you know. But I don't know. Like I said, it's just definitely not his responsibility. I really enjoy your retelling of these stories. I don't watch them. I can't stand Love and Flip Flop, and this sector is way too low class. It is déclassé, honey. But unless she has his number memorized, how would she call him? Exactly. And she would have had to be in the right frame of mind at the time to even ask them, can I grab my cell phone? Can I write down a phone number? And I don't think Tracy was in that. I think she was, what's that word? Gobsmacked. I think she was probably freaking the fuck out. There is no way that you think that you're calling the police to file a report on somebody who you think is harassing you, and then you end up in jail. Girl, when he's not thrice, child. I'm way behind. Miss Cruiser, he said he texted her last night, and Catherine, are you playing woefully ignorant? She was in jail, baby girl. It's okay. It's okay. When we come over here, just because you really, really like somebody, I promise you it's okay. We're open and we're inclusive to everybody. But we're not going to deny that we don't see what's going on either. That's a little weird for us. But Miss Catherine, and I don't even call you Miss Catherine. You ain't that old. Catherine, girl. She was in jail when he called. How is she supposed to text him back? Come on now. Girl. It's okay for him to say that. It's okay. Right, Sassy. It's like co-signing a loan. Girl, it is. It is. You be like, I don't know you. I knew Teresa got into the fight at the funeral. Didn't know it was her mother's funeral. Yeah, it was her mom's funeral. Lord Jesus. ASMR says, I understand she had 2 charges in different jurisdictions, so bonded out for one, but she has to see a judge to get... No, I think that was false information, ASMR. Yeah, so if you haven't heard in the last few days, I think that was false information. And from what I can think, I think that it was the bail bondsman just moving too fast. I never thought that she had 2 charges. There was never proof of that. I think they were just moving too fast and talking, and so people ran with that narrative. I think she has 1 charge. There's bond that she could have bonded out. That's the bottom line. But if she doesn't have anybody in that county to bond her out, then she just doesn't. You're kind of SOL. I don't know what Miss... I honestly don't think that Jay would... Okay, there you go. We can tell the truth and shame the devil over here. That's his right. Or one of her channels popped. I don't know. Is it, y'all? Nope, I don't smoke crack. Exactly. I don't know. Did one of her channels get popped? Miss Cruiser, I believe he texted her and there was no response. However, he wants to just see how this is going to play out. Okay, yeah, there wasn't going to be a response because she had already been arrested. Now, I do the equivalent of sniff coke because I watched the B sector, but not when it's held back, bent on back and forth. Yeah, you do a very good job. You do a very good job. Exactly. He has washed his hands of all her behavior. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if he's that. Pass is slick like that, and Tracy knows that. Yeah, no big deal. That's what I say. I don't want to keep going on Jay Wilson. It was just a funny moment. I thought it was clever. It's no big deal. That's his right. He does not know her at all. I mean, that's like saying you're going to call somebody from your job to bail you out. And at least you see them every day, like as far as talk to them, like literally talk to them. They see each other on the internet every day. It's not his job, y'all. He was just trying to be, what's the word? Diplomatic about it. Well, you know what I'm saying? There's no big deal. There's nothing wrong with being diplomatic. No, she can't bond her as soon as people stop squatting up on someone. Okay? No, she cannot bond herself out because of the charge. Harassment, bullying, all that kind of stuff falls up under another umbrella, so she's not able to do that. Squadding big? I don't know what that means. Who fights their mom? They all crazy, child. They all squatting. Okay. He texted her in jail. He texted her while she was in jail. They moving right along. I was like, okay. There is so much history on the OGs. I stress, do your research. They ain't what they saying. Okay? Hold on, y'all. Sorry, I'm cooking. Gotta check on it. Oh, it was her stepdad's funeral? Everybody always has said it was her mother's funeral. Thank you for that. I didn't know that. Hey, Lady Tia. It's okay. V, I think you're right, because she said she fought someone from the other side of the family. I always wonder what other side meant. Oh, okay. Wasn't it her mama's funeral? The fight was between a sister and auntie, if I remember. I don't know. I just know it was a fight at a funeral. So I definitely don't know. I don't think those details really matter to a certain extent. Well, I guess your mama funeral, even your stepdaddy, fighting at a funeral is just baby, hey baby, fighting at a funeral, KK. Only Sassy can be an occasional crackhead. Okay, girl, and them not just run and go run tell that. They be like, girl, Sassy ain't no crack. I appreciate you guys when y'all like step up and be like, girl, shut the fuck up. That ain't Sassy. I'll be like, okay. So she has to stay in because she hasn't got bonded out, Lady Tia. She has to stay in because she Because she ain't got bonded out, honey. Once a warrant is issued, honey. And that's the thing. That's what sucks. Because had she called to see if she had the warrant, we would have never known. Because she could have called to see if she had the warrant. And then she could have either retained an attorney who could have gone down there and they would have booked her in, like without her literally even being there, booked her out, and then she would have had a court date. Or she could have turned herself in and already had the bond set up, you know, with whoever, you know, and then she would have been in and out in a few hours. But at this point, yes, she's waiting for the judge to say, hey, either the jails are too, too overcrowded. We're gonna, let you go. But they say, but the bail bonds would say she can't even get out on a PR bond, which is personal recognizance, which means that they will, but a judge can't overturn that. But on the books, as for now, because of harassment, they don't even let you PR, which means you just on your own personal recognizance, as long as you show up at court, you're good to go. But they said that you can't even do that. So I said, damn. Miss Cruiser, someone close to the family explained it in Coupon Therapy's Live yesterday. She fought her stepsister and another woman that I believe may have been her actual sister. And why was she fighting them at the funeral? And did she go to jail? And what was the outcome of that? That's what I would like to hear. Yes, Black Swan, I heard it. Heard her say it was her mama's funeral. The picture was even up. That's what I thought too. That's what I was like. She said it was her mom. I know she said it was her mama's funeral because she was saying that somebody had doxed her mama's casket. So I don't know, child. I just, my Lord, Father God on today. Okay, Father God on today. I'm sorry it was late. These charges back from that. No, Tia, you've been MIA for 2 days. Tia, so you've been MIA for 2 days. You're going to have to red ball it back then, girl, because, no, she called the police on Jason because she thought he was harassing her. When the police showed up, child, she had a warrant for her arrest. They arrested her. That's that. People fight at funerals all the time. Hasn't anyone seen a fight over Gage in Pet Cemetery? I don't even get that joke. People don't fight at funerals where I live, where I come from. Girl, please. We would be like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? Oh, no, honey. Now, the most interesting funeral I went to was my grandfather's funeral because he was a Rolling Stone, but he married my grandmother and he married my step grandmother, and those are the only two people that I know, and I hate to say it like that. I'm just saying, my grandmother was married to him. You know what I'm saying? So that creates a certain amount of hierarchy. But they did try to get a little crunk at the funeral, but it wasn't fighting. It was more like, we're his kids too. And the kids who, I don't want to call them real kids because that's horribly disrespectful. But my aunts and uncles and my one aunt from my step grandmother, they were like, but y'all are bastards. But they have too much couth to say that they were just looking at them like that. So it wasn't no fight, I'm highly insulted. I have access to premium pharmaceuticals. Oh, okay. Well, Kimberly Black is a pillhead. Sorry about that, Kim. She might get banned from YouTube because of her case. I don't know, y'all. Y'all think they're gonna pull a VS on her? Ooh, but Tracy needs this money to supplement her income, though. Oh, Lord, Tracy. Who was the casket knocked over, or was that a vicious rumor? I don't know. Ooh, not the casket, Lord Jesus. Oh, Villanora, who is this Mr. Oh, girl, that's what I was about to say. And how did they know? Mystery. I just bypassed that because I'm like, Lord, baby, they should have been doing their rounds then if they know that much about Tracy. But I just want to bypass that. And then they knew enough to come into Coupon Therapy's Live. Okay, girl. Well, shit, I don't be knowing y'all be having, baby, it be shit going down, okay? I know that part. I was trying to figure out why because we're just reminiscing on Tracy, and we just reminiscing on my virtual home girl, and I'm trying to figure out if she was either like, was she, how long ago was this? Was she on probation? Does she have a previous record? I'm just trying to understand some things about how the judge may react to her past record, you know? Baby. Ooh. My family got close to fight. Ooh. She was convicted and was forced to attend anger management classes. Black Swan. Da, da, da. It wasn't a lie. She is the sister-in-law to the stepsister. Oh, well, that's okay. Well, damn. Lord, they didn't got you. Baby, they didn't got her. They didn't got her. The casket was knocked over. Say it ain't so. Ooh, baby, they was scrapping. Oh, this is one of my favorite adjectives. Hello, figuratively speaking. Thank you. Black Dot, what's going on? How are you? It was her grandmother's funeral. They pulled her wig off outside. She was locked up on the 4th of July during a roundup. Oh, Jesus, I can't. I can't and I shan't. But what was it a misdemeanor? And so that's why you're saying it was a misdemeanor and she had to go to anger management? Girl, where I'm from, baby mamas fight at the funeral a lot. Damn, KK. Shit. Yeah, we were just connecting. Shit. Damn. My great granddaddy outside kids tried my uncles and aunties. My great grandma's funeral. We West Indian. It goes down like that. Even the doctors, lawyers acted for. Ooh, wee. Baby, they didn't even invite them illegitimate kids to the damn dinner after the funeral, girl. Them motherfuckers, they said, They said, where y'all going? It was like, nowhere. Girl, it was 50 people at that dinner. They had rented out a whole restaurant, girl, in the country. Girl, they was like, bitch, y'all ain't invited. I said, oh my God. I said, child. Girl, this story is something else, is it not? That's Langston lying ass. Was that Langston? Let me not blame him. Talking about wigs was flying everywhere. Was that him? I don't believe that. I don't believe that shit. Wigs flying. KK, these hoes is on crack. I don't believe them. Black Dot, bring your ass back here and tell me some more. Well, so what y'all think? What is the prediction? I need to figure out how to do this damn poll shit. But y'all know I don't like all that shit. Oh, okay, my bad. Okay. Now I believe it is my understanding that when Tracy lost her channel, she came back more humble. These last few months, she has been in her bag. She has an itch in her craw, and she's just coming after people. And to me, it's like it's not warranted. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's been going on these last couple of months. But before that, I felt like she was doing a Kwani and was just doing her commentary and was trying not to dox and was trying to chill. And, you know, so do y'all think she's going to come back humble? Or do y'all think she's going to come back with a fucking vengeance for these motherfuckers? Ooh, shit. She will see a judge tomorrow and maybe get probation. No opinion about YouTube. Yeah. And people keep wishing and hoping that she's going to see a judge tomorrow, child. They still in COVID protocols, honey. They still in COVID protocols. I'm just going to put all my court friends, honey, are still working from home. They occasionally go into the office. The judges are still on Zoom. And baby, it's a much slower process. So we hope that she sees a judge tomorrow. But again, you see the judge and then what? Who is going to bail you out? Is the judge going to let her go without bail? They just let you go without bail? No, you have to pay the bond. Who is going to do it? What y'all think? Y'all think she's going to come back with a vengeance, or y'all think she's going to be like humble? And if they ban her from YouTube, or if all these people start calling like they said they're going to do, oh, Lord. Because I believe that that's what got VS into more trouble, is the amount of phone calls that was given. They were like, dang, this person really must be a nuisance. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. I don't know, you know? If she was strategic, she would download videos from her accuser. Yeah. For sure, if you were strategic. Tracy is going to come back, and she always does, and keep it pushing unless her consequences say otherwise. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Girl, I'm gonna start naming my shit Court TV, bitch. Damn. Outside, okay, y'all talking about the funeral shit. I'm not, baby. At this point, I hope the time being in the county is giving her a chance to think about all the crazy stuff she has done. I hope she's ready to change. Yeah. People deal with adversity in different ways, you know? Some people look introspectively, and some people are blame, you know? So that's going to be interesting, you know? Sad she don't have anyone to help, but not sure if people aren't trying to help. Yeah, you never know. You don't know the situation. You know what I mean? But let me tell you this. I don't know her situation, but I know goddamn well if I was in jail and the shit cost $150, I got 10 people to pay that motherfucking bond and write their name on that dollar line. That I fucking do know. Let me knock on wood. Okay? That I do fucking know. Fuck the dumb shit. And got a couple of people that'll pay the whole $1,500. Okay? If they was out of state. Fuck that. Especially off this kind of bullshit. You know? And my parents are not two of them. There's other people outside of it, because my mom and dad would be like, "What the fuck was you on YouTube acting a goddamn fool anyway?" You know what I mean? So that's the thing that I would be most concerned about. Like, dang, I ain't got nobody that got my back for real. Because I always say a bitch ain't your friend unless they'll help you with a flat tire or call AAA for you to get it fixed or something. Bitch, don't call me your friend. I know one thing. Trissy last video is blowing up. She'll get a nice coin from that. Yeah, but that's way next month. She got to pay rent in 11 days. I want to know about the conditions in Bexar County. Is it hot, overcrowded? I would not assume so. It's San Antonio, you know. I definitely would not assume so. I would assume that it would be on, you know, the more decent side of county jails. But I mean, it's county fucking jail. She still had to change out of them clothes and put on their clothes and put on their shoes. And if ain't nobody helping her bond out, then they ain't helping her put no money on her books. So she got to eat that bullshit. Oh, my God. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Tracy, you done did it this time. Ooh, Black Dot know a little bit about jail. Is she sharing a cot? Is her cot beside the toilet? Do y'all think she gonna come back and tell us about the jail? Or do you think she's gonna keep that? Like, is it gonna be too traumatizing? Tracy wig was in fact snatched per the source. Oh, in the funeral fight? Tracy would run the yard within 24 hours. I think that's wishful thinking. Something in my spirit says something. Yeah, y'all are just talking about what y'all think. I mean, I'm just like, you know, and being funny, and that's what we're over here for. But I'm just like, truthfully told, she has to pay the bond. And if nobody, I mean, when are they going to pay the bond? I mean, there's no need for me to sit in this bitch if you're going to pay the bond. Sassy, she was so calm on that phone when she told that lady that she had a warrant. She had a warrant. The lady said, "Are you going to be home?" She didn't know. She didn't tell the lady she had a warrant. She said somebody else is saying, "I have a warrant." You know? She's like, and he's saying I have a warrant and that the police are after me. It's just silly. I mean, he's just weird. He's so weird. And I was like, okay. Ooh, Tracy. Ooh, girl. Right, and that alone should make her think about her life. A lot of people need to be thinking about their life. A lot of people. She told us the whole story. They snatched her wig off, she said. I'll be damned. That's what V. Lenore just said, too. It is traumatizing, but you can't be causing trauma. And don't think that bitch ain't gonna hit your ass back in the head. I try my hardest not to cause trauma. And when I do, I caused trauma on myself. You know what I'm saying? It's self-inflicted. I tried really hard. I probably had caused some trauma for my parents unwillingly, unknowingly, unwittingly. I don't know what you're going to call it. But you don't understand what I'm saying. But when you specifically causing trauma on other people, girl, that trauma going to come back. I thought I heard Pizarro say, Nina. No, that was a lie from Trish, dumbass. Ashy Larry's fucked up ass, delusional, disheveled, discombobulated ass. I don't believe that shit that bitch says. Trissy know how to jail. She's y'all need to stop it. Trissy ain't been in jail like that. It takes weeks sometimes to fit money to show on some. Oh really? I ain't never heard of that before, but okay. You shut up, Black Dot. I'm still stuck on nobody in her life to bond her out. No, it is sad, and we don't know if that's true. We're just pontificating. Maybe she does have someone to bail her out, but I don't see what the fuck is taking so long. And some people's finances are that poor that they don't have $150, but I don't know nobody like that now. Shit. $150? I mean, she should have. If she had somebody, I feel like she would have been out in 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Maybe they were out of town. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that family member was out of town, or maybe they're not off until Tuesday. They can drive down the same time. There's all different scenarios. I'm just saying it's just for that small amount of money, it doesn't fare well for her to still be in jail. Been in jail for some hours. I cried the entire time. Not my ministry. Never saw those walls again. Okay, girl, don't nobody. That ain't, girl. They know they ass to be crying. And the way she went. Oh God. What's up, QQ? How you doing, honey? It was embarrassing. That's another thing. I don't like to be embarrassed. I don't like to be embarrassed like that. I'm not embarrassed easily, but I don't like embarrassment. My. The bars of the jail sing, clang all the same, from sea to sign and sea. Well, I wonder, do y'all think that she's going to come back and tell us what happened and what it looked like, what it smelled like, what she had to eat, or do you think she's going to just put this behind her? You think so? The hell would they be playing in a time like this? That ain't funny. Oh, because people will do that. I think what Vibrant was saying is that they're saying, oh no, we don't care about her shenanigans, we're not gonna get you out. Black people are notorious for that. Y'all love leaving niggas in jail. Other races don't do that shit because jail ain't no place for nobody. Now I know they done made a motherfucking mistake, but jail ain't no place for no motherfucking body. So, but a black family will be like, well, what you in there for? And why was you harassing somebody? Wait, girl, just get me out and then I'll tell you the motherfucking story, ho. Shit. Everything that's happening lately is making me examine my own behavior in life. Stuff happening to others. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. If no one pays the bond, she'll be forced to stay in jail until her, well, she doesn't have to have a trial, but I understand the sentiment until her plea, until her trial. Before COVID, the delay was up to a year. Hopefully she has at least one friend or family member. Now, yeah, well, that was nice of you to say, given what just happened between you two. But that's just factual, you guys. I don't know why y'all keep saying she's going to be out on Monday. She's going to be out on Monday. Who's going to get her out on Monday? Hello? Somebody has to pay the bond. Hello? Child. I try to live a peaceful life. I love my family and close friends. I feel extremely blessed. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. We were just talking about that, Kwani, but why do you think that Jay Wilson, you mean support her as in bond her out, correct? Let me drop the link in case Kwani wants to talk. I always like, and then it could just be me and Kwani, because I be hating when it's other people. Not hating, but I just like to talk to Kwani by myself, child. Sassy, the lady who answered the phone hung up and bust out laughing at that call for real. You think so, Catherine? You think so? Because she has seen that there was a warrant for her. Okay, that's interesting. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, I was saying this before a lot of y'all came in. I was thinking to myself, well, shit, they ain't gonna be there. They'll be there on Tuesday or Wednesday. Like this is not imminent. Like I mean, there's no. I mean, what are you doing? You know, this is a big city. They don't have time to just come over. Baby, they came over there because they was like, girl, we've been looking for your ass. Hold on, Kwani. that one's not big enough. I gotta get rid of that one. QQ.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, honey. Happy Sunday. How you doing? Thanks for coming up.
I'm doing well. How about yourself? My voice all
Good.
scraggly. My allergies kicking my tail.
Girl, these allergies. Oh my gosh. I'm doing good. I missed a lot of your commentary about this, but I did hear that you were advocating for people to not kick Tracy while she was down, which I think was very gracious of you. But I missed a lot of it. Hold on real quick, because I want to hear what you got to say. Let's get through these comments, the pertinent ones, and then I just want to hear what you have to say about it all. Well, Beach said Cook is going to send her money once she is home to help her, and she doesn't have to pay him back. Beach said Cook is going to send her money. Send who money? You see, Kwani, this is the thing. People have all, hi Joyce Goodwin, hey Nita. People have all of these scenarios. Like, okay, you're going to send Tracy money, but she can't bond herself out. They already said that because of the nature of the
crime?
charge. Yeah, the charge. She's not able. Yeah, she's not able to PR, which is a personal recognizance, or call the bail bondsman, and bond yourself out. She's not able to do that. So anyway, what do you think about all this stuff, girl?
I think that Jay Wilson should help. He lives there with her.
Why do you think that?
Isn't he her law father? That's what he called himself, right?
I don't know. You remind me, because my mind sometimes. Does he literally call himself that?
Yes, he does.
Oh, my God. Keep going.
Yes, he does. He called himself her block father. He was so upset and adamant when she was over there with Sean. How could she go there with the stepdad? I'm a block father. Well, he need to get her out. What do we look like flying to San Antonio, Texas to get her out? Did that make sense? Why the hell would I get on the plane and go fly to San Antonio? I don't know her. He knows her. He had her in his house.
Mm-hmm.
He's her blood father. She ain't good for that.
Well, I was saying earlier that I definitely don't think that it's his responsibility, and I think I don't know.
I don't think you're right. It's not his responsibility, but according to us on YouTube, for us, what we're watching, he should be the one.
Hey, I definitely understand the sentiment. I mean, how apropos is it that you happen to live in the same county as her? It's only $150. You know what I'm saying? We know, and I'm not counting anybody's money, but I would assume that Jay Wilson has $150. I think the issue is not the money or the time. I think the issue is signing your name to somebody's bond. I think that
I wouldn't be. It's like being a co-signer. I'm not being a co-signer to nobody.
Exactly. And Tiara, she can't get out on her own recognizance unless the judge overrules that. But the nature of the crime says that no, she cannot get out on her own recognizance. But of course, we all know that the judge is overruling on everything, so they may overrule that for her. But as of now, that particular crime at charge does not allow for personal recognizance.
This is sad. It's really sad to me.
It is sad. Kwani, like, remember I dropped down in Goose's chat and it was the middle of the night? I was like, is this shit true?
I thought it was a lie first too until I was over there on Sean's channel and folks had looked it up. And I said to myself, oh my God. I went over to Tatiana channel and saw it. I said, oh my God, really? This is just too much. It's too much. Over YouTube?
Excuse me.
Over YouTube? Over social media? Over word?
Yeah. Can I ask you a tough question? Because you've been honest about it. So, you have a history of doxing people to some extent. You've said as of late that, that's just not my energy. I don't want to do that anymore. Did you ever feel like you were getting karma back for doing those type of things?
No. No.
You just wanted to.
I don't believe in that word karma.
Okay.
What happens happens. It's life.
Well, what do you believe that anything happened as a consequence to your behavior?
No,
Okay. You just wanted to stop because it didn't make you feel good anymore?
I just learned. I just stopped. I just turned it off. That's all. I just turned it off. That's all.
Yeah, understandable.
Because I got Cookie doxing me a few times over on her show. I could have went back and retaliated and started doxing her too. What would be the purpose?
Revenge.
I said, I left it alone. I said she's an idiot. You leave a fool as a fool. I just changed my way. That's all. I just stopped. And I don't watch folks I stopped watching folks who trigger me. That's all.
So that was a big part of your doxing history, was people triggered you and you was like, bitch, I'm gonna show your ass.
Yes. One day I just
the way they fight.
Yeah, one day I woke up and said, I'm done. I don't even argue with everybody who argues with me.
I never really saw you as that, though. I saw you ignoring people with the quickness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just ignore. I said, oh, they so stupid. I ain't got time for that. Sometimes I don't even take days off. You silly. I ain't got time for it. A lot of people may think, oh, well, she not arguing because she a punk. No, I'm not a punk. I'm just done. I argue who I want to argue with. I pick and choose my battles. I pick and choose my opponents. That's all.
You have to. You have to. I mean, you have to get to that space. Otherwise, it will. I believe, this is me. I believe that it will consume you.
Yeah, it's draining. It's really draining.
I would assume so.
It's an energy. Everything we do is energy. It's an energy thing.
There you go. That is my 100% belief.
I'm not going to be consumed with that mess. I'm not just, no.
It will consume you. And that's where I felt like Tracy was. And I feel like, she is, she does know the church, She does. And I feel like, hopefully, prayerfully, that she understands how the universe, i.e. the Holy Spirit, works. And, God has to sit us all down sometimes, like, Yeah. And I feel like when she was testifying, I don't know if you heard it, but to me that was a testimony to say, I am going to enjoy my summer. I am going to get out of this house. I'm not gonna be looking over my shoulder. That was a testament. Yes. And she was trying to say, I don't want to be afraid anymore. And I think once you say stuff like that to the universe, again, y'all, call the Holy Spirit to me, what lives within me is what I call the universe. Okay. So once you speak that out to the universe, they were like, oh, so you serious? You want to live your life? Okay, let me sit you down, because otherwise you're not thinking about what you're doing. Let me sit you down, and maybe you can come back, restored.
I wish her well. I know she's done a lot of stuff. She's done things to me too, but I don't want nobody behind bars. I don't.
Girl,
she's kicking her own self. I know she's kicking her own self.
I know she's kicking herself. Come on,
I can't make videos dragging her. I can't do it. That's not my nature.
Now, like I told Pizarro, had she doxed me and called CPS on my kids, I would be up here clowning her. I'm just gonna be honest, okay?
Yeah, I get it.
But she hasn't, right? So I'm not going. You know what I mean? So
and that's what I want everybody else to see. It's one thing if she did something to you. She did things to me too. But I just can't. I don't know. I'm just different. Sean is mad. Sean Brady is, for starters, Sean Brady don't like me at all. That nigga don't like me. And he wanted me to go live and make a video. Make a video for what? To say what? I'm not dragging her sister. I'm not dragging her. Now he over there cursing me out right now, trying to curse his ass out on my show. I don't do what you all do. I'm not built that way. The girl already on the ground, beat up. You want me to get down on the ground and beat her up too? No. Teresa is beating herself up. Maybe I would feel some kind of way if she and I were in a combative state before she got locked up. But we weren't. We were back even. We're back even killed. So I can't do that to her. Now, if she and I start fighting again, then I will bring up her prison stint, her jail stint.
Not her prison stint.
I can't do it. Right now, I can't do it.
Right. Well, that's fair. I'm glad you said that because people.
That's not who I am.
Right.
I don't do a pile up. I don't do a gang bang. I don't do that.
Yeah, everybody has.
Tracy has been no step up, and I can't beat her up while she being step up.
Girl, that was the first thing I thought. I was like, she is sitting in that jail. See, at the time, I thought somebody's going to bond her out. It's only $150, so I thought she was going to be in and out. But nevertheless, through the whole processing part, I was like, she is probably crying her eyes out and beating herself up. Now that she's had to spend the night and be with other, inmates and all, I know that she's like, why in the hell would I call on myself? You know what I'm saying? Why in the hell did I,
After hearing what you all are saying, the legality of it, she had somebody else got to sign her out. So now somebody else is over her life.
Yeah. And not your husband, not your parents, not your siblings, somebody. Right. No, you know what I'm saying? That's what.
She doesn't have a family where she is. Now, I don't know what's going to get her out of there. I don't know what's going to get her out of there. Who would trust it? It's like co-signing on a house or a car. This is messy. This is very, very messy.
It's very, very messy. And that's why I said people just keep saying, she'll be out on Monday. And I'm like, are y'all missing a big part? She can be out. She could have been out Saturday night, Friday night, whenever it happened, if somebody going to pay the bond. Otherwise, they don't just forgive bonds, like I said, unless it's something, she could have gotten out on personal recognizances, but not only can you not get on PR because of the charge, but she has a history. Personal recognizances are like for first time offenders. To say, oh, you made a mistake, we're not going to keep you in here. We trust that that you don't want to be here. You're going to come back to your court date. That's not for repeat offenders. And I don't know how long ago the funeral incident was. So she has to be thinking about all of these things right now. And let's not forget that Tracy uses YouTube to supplement her income in a large way.
Exactly.
This is not kiki for her. Me and Kwani don't get paid unless somebody send us a cash app. Okay?
Exactly.
So this doesn't supplement our income. You're buying us lunch. You know what I'm saying? You're doing, nice things, little small nice things for us. This does not, by any stretch of the imagination, supplement our income. It does supplement Tracy's income. So and Tracy has to work 30 days a month. So even by her, that would be the same as me and Kwani missing 2 weeks of work. Now I'm not gonna, I can still make it, but shit ain't gonna be comfortable.
Exactly. The thing, so where is it? Maybe heat wave. I don't know. Heat wave loves her. Heat wave has to fly into Texas. Are they accepting somebody to fly in to help her?
No, if she can't, it's not a matter of her having to fly in. She would have to pay the entire $1,500.
Who doing that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. You have to pay the whole $1,500.
Heat wave adores her, but like I said, Heat wave does not live in Texas. She went to fly from wherever she lives.
It's not a matter of flying in. That driver's license has to say Bexar County.
See?
See? It's tricky and it's messy, girl. It's tricky and it's messy. Because it really, a lot of people in the chat are saying, wow, this is making me self-reflect and, I'm having to look inward. The thing about it is that none of this, first of all, none of this would be happening if you wasn't messing around in a pig pen. That's number 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And I have to stress, I thought what she did to Villanora was appalling. It was fucking appalling. And I did not by any stretch of the imagination see what Villanora had even done to deserve any of the shit that y'all tried to, not y'all, but you know what I'm trying to say. The universal y'all tried to take her through for the last week. The shit was disgusting, okay? It really made
because they were fighting Phi Babe.
Exactly.
And they transferred it over to V.
Exactly. Exactly.
That was ignorant to me too.
It was so.
Continue doing you. They transfer anger from Phi Babe onto you.
Onto her. The girl, I left her a note on a baby. I call her Ivory. She's my Ivory to my Ebony. See, this was before this bullshit colorist shit came up. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna stop being me. You know. But and I was like, Ivory, just girl, keep doing you. But that shit would have fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? To know that I'm not. I told y'all, long as I don't fuck with y'all, I don't want y'all fucking with me. You know.
Exactly.
And I don't expect to be minding my goddamn business and a little bit of y'all business and to get fucked all the way up. I don't expect that. That was very unexpected, you know?
It was.
But
it was. Like I said, but they judged Villanova based on affiliation with Phi Babe. So what? You judge people on their own merit.
On their own merit. All of these motherfuckers do shit that I don't like. That's why I don't like that whole which one is worse shit. I don't like that shit. That shit is dumb to me. All of them have a dossier on them. You know what I'm saying? Like they have done shit.
Exactly.
You know, I told people I don't have to tell y'all that I don't like when Kwani doxes people because I fucking told Kwani that. Bitch, it ain't none of y'all motherfucking business.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to scream that every goddamn time I say I like Kwani. I told Kwani what I did and didn't like, and then that was the end of it. We have a clear understanding. So that's it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I've told people I don't have nothing against Phi. I think she's she's a hustler, okay? And I don't hate on hustlers, okay? Exactly. I'm just not a fan of the commentary because I don't understand it really. I'd be like, well, who are you talking about now? Well, that's not my type of commentary. That's all. No big deal.
I get it.
But am I gonna be? I don't know the lady. Listen, how I'm gonna hate Phi but like Kwani, or hate Phi but like Tracy, or like Tracy but hate Tracy but like that shit don't make sense to me.
Exactly, I get it. You're right.
Don't make sense to me.
But you don't have blinders on. A lot of folks have
never
blinders
have.
on.
Yeah, they do. They do.
They see what they want. They see and hear what they want to see and hear.
Girl, they sure do. And they try to convince you of it. And you be like, no, bitch, I can see.
And then when you don't want to get along with them, you want to do something different, then they mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. You want somebody you the leader of everything. No, you're not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I wish Tracy well. Like I said, I don't know. The only person I know who could get her out of there would be Jay Wilson.
If I had to predict,
that's on YouTube.
That's on YouTube, yeah. If I had to predict, I think perhaps he would change his mind or soften up if it has been some time. You know, men are like that too. They want to sit back and wait. You know, women, generally speaking, a little bit more emotional. She got to get out now. You know what I'm saying? I got to get her out. Versus men, especially when they don't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what is Jay Wilson saying about this?
He said that, well, he was dodging the question, in my opinion. And, you know, like I said, I don't blame him for it. But he was basically like, I text her and she didn't text me back. Well, he knows that she was in jail. So that didn't make any sense.
She was on her phone in jail.
Right. And so he was, like I said, he was trying to divert from the question because everybody knows that he lives in San Antonio and they were going to ask him, you know, to get him out. But he basically said that until he's asked to help her, he's going to stay put. And so I don't know who would be asking him. And when he said asked to help, he meant somebody from Tracy or Tracy's people. Basically, like I'm waiting on the collect call, or I'm waiting on her family member to call me, or something like that, you know?
Okay. Well, he has a right to that.
Yeah.
He has a right to say that. If she hasn't called him, she don't need help.
Well, but the only thing is she doesn't know his phone number.
Right. How long will she be there?
I don't know. But see, that's the thing is people thought, and people have to remember VS's situation was a misdemeanor, you know? And she stayed in jail for 10 days, if I remember correctly. She
Between
stayed.
7 to 10 days.
She stayed in jail, yeah, and she 3 years off of social media. So even though it's just
It's really 6. It's really 6 years.
Well, thank you for that.
It's really 6.
Oh,
to be honest.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
3 years is when the judge goes back in to see if she. What is it? It's really 6, but they're going back in on the 3rd year to make sure she followed everything.
Yeah, the guidelines.
Some of the guidelines a little help. I don't know, so I know how this works.
I know what you mean. Yeah. So it was
That's
like
really
after.
6.
Yeah. Oh, damn! That's a long ass time.
Yeah. See, Iverson came and told everybody. It's really.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is the thing about being diabolical on the net. See, if you do some shit in your personal life, 200 people not gonna be calling the judge on your ass. But when you do something on this bitch and the amount of things that she's done, just on the strength of Villanora, the whole of Bay Nation could call the court down to the courthouse, and they're gonna be like, damn, 300 people that called us about you. Oh no, you're not safe. You're not safe. You know, we got to take this harassment seriously.
And you know they're gonna do it, right?
Shit.
Yes, you do. You know they're going to do that, right?
You think I don't know? They didn't call. Girl, they didn't got the cat. They didn't call police on the cat. Baby, you know they calling on Tracy.
Exactly.
So she's sitting in there. She got to be thinking about all of this shit. And not to mention that she's very invested. I can say that because she says it herself. Not to mention she's thinking, what in the fuck are my enemies saying?
All the videos being made about her. Because she know what she does. She know what she would do if any of us was in there.
And I know it was a different state, but honey, Florida, Texas, DMV, it's not to fucking be played with.
Sure isn't.
It's not to be fucking played with, honey. So I understand it's different states, but baby,
Virginia is a commonwealth.
Commonwealth, and that's but see people that below the Dixon line shit, they not to really be played with about this kind of shit. They
exactly.
And you talking about a red state? See, honey, ooh, child, it ain't. It's just not, you know. Yeah, Miss Cruiser, because you have family, you have grown children, you have a husband, kind of, sort of, you know what I mean? So you have people. That's what, like, Kwani has people that Kwani doesn't have to come to YouTube. I don't have to come to YouTube for anybody to bail me out. But if Tracy, if it's true that she doesn't have anyone, then, you know, she is going to have to. The only thing I can see happening is perhaps Heat Wave. I don't know Heat Wave's financial situation. She could have just been helping Tracy out, you know, when she needed it. She couldn't, you know, or she could be a wealthy.
Yeah, but you said the ID needs to be the same state, don't it? Heat Wave don't live in Texas, and I know of.
No, not only just Texas. You got to be in the county. But,
yeah, but I don't think Heat Wave live where she lives.
No, I was gonna say the only thing that I can possibly see happen is that Heat Wave pays the whole $1,500, because I do think that I read that you can pay the $1,500 and get back 80% of it. They take the 20% for fees. Okay. So if she, excuse me, you guys, if she's in that financial situation to be able to do that, perhaps she could be trying to do that. You know, but the other thing is that I don't know if Tracy was sound mind enough to write down anybody's phone number to be able to communicate with them. I'm sure she doesn't know these people's phone numbers by heart, or maybe she does. I don't know.
I don't think she does. All that stuff is in her phone. I don't think she does. I don't think she knows these numbers offhand. And I'm sure she was in shock when she got arrested.
Oh, you know she was in shock. That's why she had combed her hair. She had put on some clothes because the cops were coming to the house. The police were coming, right? So thank God for that, because that whatchamacallit, that mugshot is not a bad mugshot. So thank goodness for that she didn't answer the door the first time we all women, we know how we be looking around the house, especially if you ain't got no man there. We know what we be, y'all need to stop fronting on that. But okay, but so that was great. Maybe she had taken a shower. See, these are the things that I would be concerned about, because baby, I'm gonna try to wait as long as I can without getting my ass in that nasty ass jail shower, you know. So maybe these are the things that she did, but she was still in shock. She thought she was calling about Jason. She had no idea that she had the warrant. And excuse me, Miss Cruiser has a husband and a boyfriend for all you hoes. Okay. I first met her, Gwanda. She let that be known. I was like, okay, bitch.
Y'all have Cruiser.
Okay, Cruiser. Whoop whoop. We ain't mad, okay? But yeah, that's the only thing I can see is if Heatwave has the financial means, perhaps, or perhaps they. But this is the thing. Well, thank goodness she does have Carrie Ray. So I was gonna say, whose channel does she even have to collect monies if they need to? Say Heatwave says, hey, I got half of it. Can we collect the rest from the nation? They could do that through Carrie Ray's channel, which is interesting because that's a brand new channel. So that's a good thing, because otherwise I don't even know anybody who would put forth some type of fundraiser, because don't nobody want to get in. I wouldn't want to get involved with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't get involved in money shit.
Neither would I.
Okay.
It's so messy.
This is a mess, girl. I don't. We'll see. We will see. Girl. All right. I'm about to get off of here. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me, honey. And you enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too, honey. All right. Take care of your voice.
I know. I gotta go get me.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Y'all give it up for Queen Kwani, showing some humility in the face of adversity for her virtual YouTuber. Sassy is talking truth. The liberal states would have left Tracy alone during this time. Shit, they would have been like, they wouldn't have came to that motherfucker till a month from now, which was what they were doing even in San Antonio. Jason said he kept calling and calling and calling and calling and calling. So it wasn't anything really that different. They just called it this time, and then they knocked on the door. Then they just left. They was like, well, we tried. She called them and opened up the door. I know she is in there kicking herself right now. Lord. Tracy and VS are in the same situation. VS had no one either. She had to call DKL for help. Oh, really? Hi, remember Shelly, aka Lisa. Lisa is a piece of shit. Huh, that's an interesting name. Well, thank you for dropping down to tell me that. I don't think I knew that. What's up, Net? I did not know that. I did not fucking know that. Y'all, listen. Call your family members, especially the ones that you don't talk to on a regular basis. Call them, reach out to them, make sure that they understand that you love them, that you care about them, because severing friendships and relationships and replacing them with YouTube ships causes for a lonely situation. Okay? That is a very, very lonely situation. Miss Cruiser been that chick. Okay. Oh, Cookie was trying to raise money for Tracy. Okay, well that's sweet. They have a good YouTube ship, so that's good. But I just, I don't know. I don't know. What bothers is how they did Tracy. The operator knew that Tracy had warrants. She can't legally. Y'all know the operator can't say, and bitch, you got some a warrant. Y'all know that, right? The operator can't say shit. And I don't know, why are y'all assuming that the operator knew? Y'all saying the operator looked up her information. She hadn't given. Oh, yes, she did. She gave her name and her date of birth because she went on mute. Oh, well, but the operator can't say anything. That's against the rules. Y'all know that, right? Bye, KK. Operators are trained not to notify individuals that they have an active warrant. No tipping off. They can lose their job. Y'all gotta know that. Bye, Lady Tia. Yeah. Oh. Well, they know that's a joke. I think most people know your story by now, Miss Cruiser. I think they do. Right now, they can't disclose that. Hey, Stacey Robertson. Sassy, pray for me, sis. God is in control right now. Good news to come. Okay. Have a blessed day. I'm sending you some good energy on the good news. Hey, Stacey, we about to get out of here, girl. We was just pontificating on the Tracy situation. So I get it. I totally get it. I get people that don't like Tracy for some of the fuck shit that she has done. I get the pieces that truly, truly care about Tracy, just like any other camp. Sean, Phi, James, Mother, DKL. Every group has their people. You know what I'm saying? That's their people. And I get all of that. So, you know, it's just a situation of, damn, though. You know what I mean? If you don't have anybody, yes, let me remind, because Demetria Lit All Day hipped us to some shit that I got to talk about. If you don't have anybody there for you, then you just don't have anybody there for you. And like I said, it just makes for a lonely, lonely life. And I think that that's one of the reasons why a lot of these YouTubers act out, because, you know, you can't be acting too bad in front of the people that really like you and love you in your life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can, but you're gonna repel them, you know? So I think that it comes from a place of loneliness and trauma, which I think is it's sad, you know? But okay. Damn. Demetria Lit All Day has a new show on Netflix. It's called shit. It looks like it's about let me look her up. Let me look up her last. It looks like it's about love between autistic people. I think it's called Computer Love. I think it's called Computer Love. And I really want to see it. It is about, I'm pretty sure it's about love between autistic people and their struggles and how they find each other, and you know, how they go about dating. You know, love on the spectrum. Thank you. Love on the spectrum. I was like, yes, Miss Cruiser, let's watch that, you guys. Shout out to Demetria Lit All Day. She was crying, y'all. She's such a badass softie. Like, girl, shut up. But anyway, we do have very similar tastes when it comes to stuff like this. So I think I'm gonna really enjoy it. And I told y'all, everybody knows that I have a what we call slow uncle. And so I told y'all he was married to another slow lady, or what y'all like to call on the spectrum. We did not call that back in the day, but nevertheless. So I just love to see it, because I've seen it in my real life, and that's why I'm like, y'all need to chill out on slow people, honey. Their brain works a little bit slower than you guys, but they know what's up, you know. So I really want to watch that. Thank you so much for that, Langston. I still believe you must reap what you sow. Plant good seeds, folks. Praying Tracy comes home soon. My sentiment exactly. Yeah, so Langston saw Cat Williams special. He said it was trash. He's on that powder real bad, so that sucks. But, you know, y'all can go see it. So let's watch Love on the Spectrum, and let's talk about it next week. What's up, Netta K? I know you're on your way out. No, it's okay, honey bunny. I know a lot of people were live too. I was happy it was a little light today, because I was like, child, oh Lord, I forgot I'm cooking. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go check on my food. Okay, thanks for the recommendation. Okay, yes, I will watch that too. Bye, you guys. Y'all hit up the $sign the Sassy Show 1 if you would like to donate to your girl. Otherwise, y'all, we're gonna get on out of here. The sentiment of the day is you definitely reap what you sow, and I hope Tracy is on her way home soon. I hope that this is not stretched out, but I do hope that she's had enough time to reflect, and I believe in God, and I believe in the Holy Spirit and amazing grace, and I really do hope that she's had time to self-reflect, and that she can perhaps make this, you know, kind of turn this situation around. First by, you know, apologizing to some people, mainly Villanor, because I just didn't understand where that angst came from. It was kind of trash. I was shocked that Cat fell off like that. Well, when you on that shit, for real, you're going to fall off. Yeah, KK, Cat is one of my favorite comedians. So disappointing. However, if you want to see amazing stand-up, watch the Earthquake stand-up called Legendary on Netflix. So you guys have two things to watch. You can watch the Earthquake stand-up called Legendary, okay? Thank you. I'm making the rest of my oxtails. If you guys remember, I had oxtails 6 weeks ago. I froze a half of the package. I'm eating the other half today. And then I'll be done with oxtails for the year. I normally only eat them like 2 times a year. We may eat them around the holidays, but that'll be it. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm finally cooking today. My son, nonverbal autistic, dated a Down syndrome lady. She was didn't know you had a non-verbal autistic son. My uncle is very verbal, and yeah, he dated a woman. She didn't have Down syndrome. She was on the spectrum, I guess, as well. But and she had a able-minded daughter, which was really it was cool to see. But he divorced her because he said she wanted all his money because my grandmama left him a grip, and he divorced her because he said she wanted all his money. I said, Lord Jesus. And child said they had the same damn problems we have, Miss Cruiser. I said, well, shit. It'd be funny kind of me. It'd be so funny, child. One day they be acting like they are teenagers. The next day he want to act like he his age. Nah, nigga, you know what's going on. But they really don't. But, that's how we kid around with him, But, so it's all good. All right, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thank y'all so much. Miss Cruiser, I didn't like her. My grandmama didn't like his wife either. My grandma didn't like his wife either, child. Oh, god dang. Oh, okay. My uncle it's my uncle, so he's in his 50s. So this was a while ago, but yeah, that's funny. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great Sunday. A great start to the rest of your week. I hope everybody is eating fabulous today because it's Sunday, honey. Okay. And I'll see y'all in these streets. Maybe so, maybe not. Okay, but we will see you back next Sunday, God willing. Okay, y'all be blessed. And thank you so much for the engagement. I literally have one of the best chats in the sector. Okay, fuck what you heard. Okay, bye y'all. I find all this shit. Hold on. Y'all know I don't know how to segue for nothing, child. Bye.